would, yeah.
The chair?
That makes it better if I'm not in the scene.
It's awkward. Okay,
now we're at a campfire.
Kind of like a mole.
Yeah, nice. Digital campfire.
Digital campfire.
Yeah. So we met a couple days ago at our Monday night, and I got your wonderful collection of drawings. They look really, really great. It was almost like a Mission Impossible handoff. Mr. Miller and I met at Abington Arts Center, and he handed off all your drawings, and they look really, really awesome. It was really exciting to see what you explored and what you did. Is there any responses to the project that y'all have that you wanted to talk about?
You guys remember the instructions?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we mentioned something about surely saying your name, so I can say maybe introduce you to me, because this is such a funny way to interact, or a new way for me to interact. So it would be great if you said your name and then maybe something about the process, and it'd be one way to start getting to know each other.
I'm Elise, and I thought the process was really cool.
Can you hear?
A little bit. I saw the process, then I went blah, 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 blah.
Sorry. I thought it was really interesting, like, the way that it all like, came together and everything. The drawings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, simple's fine. Just say your name. Your name was Elise?
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah.
All right, my name's Rob.
Good to meet you.
And
Good to meet you, Rob.
I liked about the drawing was they got to overlap the stuff, and like using like bigger light bulbs and like smaller light bulbs. Just adding on stuff.
Nice.
How is that? Can you hear?
I can hear fine.
Oh,
yeah.
you can now? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Hi, I'm Amelia.
And I'm a Taurus.
I like using the light bulbs the most. I don't know why. I think I could make like people out of it. I thought that was cool.
Alright, what's up? I'm Matt, and I thought the raddest part of the process was definitely like the letters and how you could take fragments from them and kind of like construct almost like your own like piece out of it. And then I just think I think the whole like adding all of them together is gonna be, I think it's gonna turn out way awesome.
Nice. Nice.
Can you see Matt's tattoo on his arm from there?
I can. I can smell it too.
That'll be next year's project.
I don't think it smells. Yeah.
No, it's just because you lifted your armpit. That's
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I'm Sasha, and I really enjoyed like looking at different pieces of each picture and like figuring out how to use that and like make it into something else. So like I just like looking at letters and trying to figure out how to make them into maybe an object or things like that. So it was interesting.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm Jeff, and I like the bottle rack and like you can make faces out of them almost, kind of with the light bulbs. So yeah.
Nice.
That's all.
I'm Saul. I had no idea what I did.
Yeah.
Right, it's all. Yeah. Hannah, you're next.
I'm Hannah, and I've been observing, and I think it's really cool too.
Yeah, Hannah.
Nice.
yourself.
Not for yourself.
I'm Becca, and I thought it was cool putting all the three pictures together and making something out of it. I thought it was a cool project to do.
Nice.
I'm Anthony, and it was cool to see what everyone put together. Everything. Yes.
Can't see it, Anthony, but I assume you're there.
Hi.
Yeah, nice.
You guys should scoot down on the floor.
Hi.
That works.
Come on, Lauren.
There's me. Okay.
Come on, Lauren.
It's a big family, you know.
All right, well, I'm Chris, and I liked, same as Matt, I like working with the letters a lot, so those were cool.
Nice.
Alright, I'm Nika, and I just like the entire project. I like how you like got to overlap and choose whichever parts you liked best.
Okay, cool.
I'm Lauren. I like how I'm using like the letters and making new words out of them.
Nice. Is that everybody?
That is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's good to meet everybody quasi-formally through this video thing. I'm glad most of you really liked it. Is there anyone that really didn't like it? Well, why didn't you like it?
Because I wasn't introduced to it.
Oh, he was absent
Yeah, I
that
was
day.
absent.
Oh, he was absent, so that's why I didn't like it. That's fine. Often when I'm working with younger kids, there's a lot of kids, a lot of them that really just don't like it because I think they really just don't like drawing. But this is an art class, so I imagine you could enter into it on some level. Really, the main thing I'm looking for as someone who works with a museum and working on a project in relation to a museum is having an active relationship to the work that's actually very physical. So even you're drawing in response to it and creating something new that's active. You're not just looking at it and taking away ideas on a conceptual level. You're actually working into a process of responding and drawing in relation to things that are in the collection here. What I've done for this session is I've put together a little slideshow of Marcel Duchamp, Felix Gonzalez Torres, and Glenn Ligon. Is that correct? Ligon? Ligon. I get this so wrong I was getting it wrong last week too. Glenn Ligon is how you pronounce his last name. But I put together a slideshow of some of their other works. So many of you are probably familiar with much of them. But I figured I would present that to you, and then we would maybe talk about that work a little bit more within its context. And then I asked you to read Sol LeWitt's Sentences on Conceptual Art. I have a few of those sentences that I'll read as I'm showing you the slideshow that I think relates to these artists' work in a major way. But it would be also interesting just to open those sentences up to conversation if we have time near the end. I also have some of your drawings that I started to put together into an artwork. It just began because I was basically doing it like this last night in bed because I was completely sick at 6 p.m. last night and didn't really have that much time to work on them for today's session. But hopefully in 2 weeks, I'll have something much more well thought out, well put together. But I think I'm going to move over to that slideshow and pull that out. If you remember, these are the three artworks that we worked from: the Bottle Rack, the Untitled, Paris Lights, and the Untitled, I'm Turning into a Spectre Before Your Very Eyes. As you know, the Bottle Rack is by Marcel Duchamp, who was a French artist that moved to New York at the turn of the century. He was born in 1887. He died in 1968. One of his most famous paintings in the museum is the Nude Descending a Staircase, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. It's a mixture of Cubism and Futurism, and it's this very abstract painting. And the one thing that I always read that was important about Duchamp is he was very much a painter, even though he, later in his life, he really went on to make sculptures and make things that were more three-dimensional. That always intrigued me, that he always saw himself very much as a painter, even though he would put his bottle rack and his fountain and his other ready-mades within the history of painting. He considered them almost to be the same as paintings, not in the history of sculpture. Which I don't know what that means completely, but I think it's really interesting to read that over and over again. But the thing that was always fascinating to me about this painting, the Nude Descending a Staircase, is that the viewer has to search for the nude. That Duchamp made it that you don't actually see a nude person in there, that something happens in the mind of the viewer that by searching for the nude, they imagine the dirty picture almost, or the naked person within the painting, that he's asking the viewer of the artwork to participate, to think and create in relation to this artwork. So it's very much, the title is very important, the viewer is very important to actually complete the actual artwork. And that was a major shift in in artwork and painting and thinking about art.